What's going on, y'all? It's Liam Crowley with Screen Rant. We're here at New York Comic Con, and I am now joined by the team behind Cross. Guys, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
I think this is the best looking cast we've had today. A lot of leather here. Look at the fashion we have going on right now.
I like that you only looked at the men when you said that.
We tried.
No, this
Only
is the
the
first
men.
time I've said it. My team can vouch. I promise you right now, the fits are crazy. You guys are the biggest cast we've had so far. And we have some additions here in season 2. Matthew and Wes joining the Cross family.
And
How's it been to join? Janine, obviously, too. I heard, can we say this on camera?
I don't know.
We won't say it on camera. Okay, well, Janine has more important things to tend to right now.
she
That's
does.
all we'll say. But Matthew and Wes, how's it felt to join the Cross family?
It's been terrible. Nobody welcomes us. They're rude and beautiful, so you just feel ugly and unwelcome.
And everybody's tall. Everybody's tall. I'm like, man, I am short.
Everybody.
I'm attractive.
It's amazing, look, to step into an incredibly successful show with a storyteller that is at the top of the game right now. And as an actor, it's all you dream about, like to be associated with the best, and here we are. So it's a privilege.
You.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, I was lucky enough to work with Ben on a show a long time ago, and I got to know him, and the energy and the camaraderie and the family-like relationship on set is always the same on all his sets. And Aldis was really welcoming, coming on.
No, I wasn't.
Isaiah was not. Isaiah, not so much, but
I was going to say, Aldis, I would imagine you'd be welcoming on set because your character, Alex Cross, he went through some stuff last season, obviously dealing with the loss of his wife. But where we left him, looks like he's going to go into therapy. What can you tease about where he's at in his mental health journey going into season 2?
What I can tease is that after this season, he's going to probably need some more therapy. But well worth it. No, the thing that I can say, you know what? I'll speak not from my experience on set, but as an audience, as a fan of the show, I love where the relationships go because we get to dive in and explore so many different areas of relationships that we weren't even ready to go. You know what I mean? So where we going with Cross and Samson? Samson has his own journey. We got Elle. She has a different journey. And we get to fill out the world a little bit more. So it's a big continuation of where we left off. But we get so invested in their lives and we don't drop anything. We kind of pick it up where we left off and we keep people pushing. But without spoiling secrets, I'm very excited to see the unexpected twists and turns in the dynamic of people's relationships.
You mentioned relationships, Isaiah. The relationship between John and Alex is one that's fleshed out throughout season 1. It feels like the friendship can be a little tense with how intense Alex gets with his job. Can you kind of tease how that friendship, that dynamic is going to evolve here in season 2?
Ooh, season 2, it cuts deep. Yeah. I think what you're going to see from the beginning is it picking up right where it left off. You're going to see how tight these two are. And then you're going to see certain people have to help certain people out. That's what friends do. There you go. That's all I can really say without spoiling too much more.
I can say there probably is another moment where we might have some trust issues going on. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say right now. But in true fashion, I mean, maybe not. We come back together as boys. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't be Cross without some bumps in the road.
Yeah.
It's part of the journey. Alona, when you were doing season 1 press, there were a lot of secrets you had to keep about Kayla Craig.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. Well,
Nothing has
geez, I don't even know how to ask this next question.
I should just give the mic to someone else.
I'll try regardless.
Let's try. Let's speak in code.
Fans of the book have noticed a little bit of a parallel between your character's name, Kayla Craig,
Have they?
and a character in the book named Kyle Craig. They're thinking you might be taking on that character's history with a little bit of gender swapping. Is there anything you can say to that?
I can just talk about my gender.
Sure.
If you want. I love being Kayla. Kayla is so much better than a Kyle, in my opinion.
It's funny, if that does come to fruition, I would never think Kayla and Kyle are like inverse names of each other, because Kyle, like you said, is a little plain.
Right, which is why I have a fantastic writer, creator in Ben Watkins that came up with that.
Yeah, that was my genius move there. It was like, you know what I mean? That's why they pay me the big bucks.
No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
We want to go on this journey with you guys. You know, we don't want to get too ahead of the curve, even though we know the book so well. Ben, specifically with the source material, what was fun for you to adapt here in this season?
You know, we have stayed away from the stories of the books while just taking the characters and the world. But we really try to, you know, pay homage to the books by having some things in the books. Either there's some references during the season, or there are characters who are inspired by characters from the books. And so, yeah, we are having some fun with planting the seed of a character that anyone who is a fan of the book series will start to understand that this is definitely an homage to that character in our show. And we plant those seeds and then start, you know, creating a road towards some really fun stuff that we can all look forward to in future seasons. That was something that I planned right off from the start. As soon as I realized, hey, I'm not going to do the original stories. I'm not going to do Along Came a Spider. I'm not going to do Kiss the Girls. But I want to be able to give something to the original book fans. And so we started planting those seeds early, and we put it in the pilot. And we will be paying, it will be blossoming sometime soon.
Rewarding for the fans. You love to hear it.
Can I piggyback on that?
Yeah.
Because in a more serious fashion of
Yes.
answering that question, every one of us that has come into these characters, we're aware of the books. But this is the beauty of having talented actors and talented writers and creators and a talented team, is that we're all able to collaborate and bring something fresh and new that hasn't been seen with our own personal thumbprint. And I think that's what people will be able to see. That seed that he planted, and maybe is it a notion of something that you know and are familiar with, but something completely new and refreshing.
Expect the unexpected. I think that's the theme with Cross. Sam, to talk about Elle a little bit here. Elle was with Alex throughout his trauma, throughout season 1. And she was right about Ed Ramsey. With all that knowledge that's coming into play here in season 2, with Alex also going on his own mental health journey, how has that dynamic changed?
How has that dynamic changed in season 2?
Yeah, if you can share.
I think what is at the forefront of her mind is still remains the same. It's the health and wellness of the relationship, and that we don't sacrifice just because we love each other. And I think so much in TV and film, we romanticize the ideas of love and falling in love and staying in love and the trauma and tribulations of relationship. And we forget sometimes that modern love, real love, is actually this. It's actually fighting for what is healthy, what is the healthiest version of ourselves. And so that is what Elle keeps pushing through in season 2.
Very beautifully said.
That was a good answer.
Very-
Sam, come on. Like, we need that. We need to broadcast that to the world. That was good.
That was real good.
Viral.
That's going on a
That's
quote
so
graphic
good.
immediately after.
And he's hired as my publicist.
Matthew,
I feel like a better man. I fight for that same love, Sam.
We'll talk later over tequila.
to circle back to Matthew and Wes, we started with you guys about joining the Cross family. What can you tease about your characters here in season 2, if there's anything
He
at all?
is the sex symbol of season 2. Lance Duran came in to challenge the one and only. No, I have a great character. I have a full-bodied character that I play this billionaire who's out to save the world, and so I feel like I think he's fun. I think I bring in energy.
Truly out to save the world?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Just so
Your
we're
intentions?
clear, I have never played a bad guy in my entire life, and this is another example of a guy that's really trying to do the best for the world. Like all billionaires, all they care about is the world's well-being. But it's great. Look, having stepped on set before the show, as the show is coming out, getting to know the world, getting to know the culture we were stepping into, it was just a total joy as an actor. These actors are incredible, and to share the space was an awesome way to spend the season.
Amazing. And Wes, what can you tease?
Well, I had a lot of talk coming in about being careful with spoilers, so so I want to be careful what we said. But I remember having a conversation with Ben early on, and he said one of the important things that he wanted to explore is that people that have completely different social economic backgrounds, come from different places, coming together, uniting on a common cause, and developing this really intense relationship that becomes family. and Janine, who's not with us today, who plays Luce. We got to really build this relationship over time and work together and uniting on the front of somebody that deeply wronged us in the past. And then that's kind of the emotional motivation that's pushing us through and coming together.
Very well said. You guys are such a well-spoken cast. Aldis, the last time I was interviewing you in a room like this was at South by for The Dutchman. And one of the things you said that weekend was people were praising your iteration of Hawkman from Black Adam a couple years ago, asking if there were any future plans. And you said, well, maybe in another universe there will be hope. Is that, I want to get some clarification there. Is that other universe in the DC world? Are there Marvel roles you have your eye on? You ever think you'll put on a cape again?
That's above my pay grade. You're going to have to talk to them. You're going to have to talk to them, man. I mean, obviously, if that was something that came back around, yeah, I think, I know Hawkman, we definitely actually had plans for that, but plans changed. But it depends if the story's right, if the timing right. You know, me personally, I grew up a huge fan of graphic novels, superheroes, all that kind of stuff.
9B
right?
Collective, you guys are designing some amazing graphic art.
We do that. Yes, we design superheroes. So if it was something that came around that felt right, absolutely. You know, but I'm also happy, you know, kicking it out here, being a fan. I mean, we stopped on the wrong floor, and we actually saw.
Did you see any Hawkman cosplay?
I actually saw some last year. I didn't see it this year, but I saw a whole bunch of anime, and I was about to go. I was ready because we stopped on the wrong floor. I blame Samantha because she was like, popcorn, and we stopped on the floor, had popcorn. And I saw the floor. I was like, oh, do we have to work? Because I gotta go. So I'm a fan, man. But yeah, if something came around that was right, sure, because it is fun. And for me, when you do it just right and the fans hit you with that love, that's a different kind of relationship. That's a different kind of experience, and it's amazing. So, but like I said, it ain't up to me. You're gonna have to talk to a couple guys.
The fans
upstairs.
want it. The fans want
Fans
it.
want
The
it.
fans want it.
Fans want it. I'm with it.
This weekend, do me a favor, get a shopping cart, go on the floor, and look for some Bishop comics. Bishop from the X-Men.
So
I'm sure a lot of people have given you Black
look.
Panther, but I think you'd be a great Bishop.
Bishop, there's Blue
Yeah.
Marvel. Yeah.
Blue Marvel.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. Trust me, and Bishop, man, I've been a big Bishop guy for years. Even tried to write my own story when I was like 20. Whew, dear God. But yeah, you know.
You can have Bishop. Just stay away
Ben,
from
you
voodoo.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Hey Ben,
Wow.
you wanna adapt a graphic novel, Ben?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So look, Ben gonna write it.
Yeah.
All right, you know what I'm saying? We gonna produce it, get it all together. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna go throw it at Marvel.
I have incredible abs. I can be a superhero.
But that's
To ask one more question on the Marvel train, Matthew, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Scream 7,
Yeah.
Cross Season 2. How are you keeping all these secrets?
5 nights too.
Five Nights 2.
Crazy. Yeah.
Is it the sheer
I am
volume?
not that smart. I'm a little like a house fly. Like my mind only lasts for 24 hours. Listen, it's super fun to be associated with these franchises, right? I mean, it's all you dream about as an actor. You want to be in the fellowship of great storytellers, and so all of those have, it's a privilege to be a part of them.
Yeah, well, hopefully some secrets get revealed about Cross Season 2 sooner than later when it starts airing on Prime Video. Guys, enjoy Comic-Con. It is such a celebration, and thank you all so much for chatting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.